Good morning. This is Mary Stegmiller here. This is day 2 of my challenge to post a video for 30 days. Today I'm going to talk about the gap between the youth and the old people. We may tolerate each other. We may even love each other, like grandparents and grandkids. But do we respect each other? That's what I want to think about today. Old people might think kids are just airheads. They're bombarding themselves all day long. They sleep with their cell phones, and they just aren't thinking. And young people may think old people, they don't know anything. They can't run a computer. They can't do a video. It took me 3 hours yesterday. And I want to say happy birthday to Scott, who taught me keystroking. It has saved me lots of time. But one of my favorite ways to digress is talking about when I was a nurse, because not as an ER nurse, but as a floor nurse, I had to learn how to run the heart monitor. If they brought a patient in who wasn't doing well, I had to hook up the 12 leads. There was nobody that comes in and does that. There was suction cups, which did not work well, and straps. And then when it finally did start showing you the strip, I had to read it. And I had to determine what the problem was. And if they needed a shock, I had to determine how much of a shock they needed. I had to set the joules. And then I had to watch for the T wave, because if you give the shock during the T wave, you could stop their heart. Now, those are things I learned probably 40 years ago, and I still know them, so I guess I can learn, and I guess I did know a few things. But the youth, with their computer skills, somebody said, I can teach a computer to do this. We don't have to teach thousands of nurses to do this. And now there's AEDs stored about everywhere. You open it up, you slap on 3 patches, lights flash, warning sign, push this button, don't push this button, and it reads it and sets it. And so, way to go, youth. You have made saving lives much easier. So, and another thing to think about, when we were young, if there was a bully, we just had to find another way home. Walk with somebody older, go get help. The youth are being bombarded 24/7 with bullying that doesn't stop. There's nobody there to help. They try to cut off somebody, they come in through another cycle. And it's making their lives much more difficult. So let's have respect for each other, what the youth is going through and what we have been through. I'm Mary Stegmiller, your host.